today what I'm going to be doing is how to use the maker pen. So my last videos that I made of the tutorials, don't worry about them. We don't need to talk about them. They were really bad ideas, let's just say. So shall we get started? So first what you want to do is open your watch and go to backpack. You can favorite it or just press it to get it out. For me, I can just pull it out because I favorite it. And so first let's get started with this menu right here. Snapping, it makes your life much easier. And grid, I think I forgot about, yeah, I'm sorry. Surface, however, is, let's get a cube. Oops, I never place it like here. And if you move it, it will stay there. It will stay at that one spot. It's perfectly put there, and yeah. And grid, if you move it, it will make it like this. I think grid is also like surface, but it just, I don't know. And this is modify an object in world space. So yeah, I don't think a lot of creators use this. I'm not sure, but create, however, is everyone should really know what this is. It's how you, let's make a tube, or you can go to an invention and get it. So let's say I want to spawn in a Glock. Oops, I accidentally spawned two. That's how you can basically place stuff and do a lot of, and just, yeah. You can spawn in objects, and yeah, that's basically it. And do shapes. Select, I use this a lot. It makes your life easier if you're gonna make a large map. Let's say, okay, so let's say I want to clone it, and boom, and it's gonna take forever, but with it you can, and not only, and you can, if you have something that you accidentally put there, you can split that object right here. Oops, it's not, I think it's, whoops. Yeah, well, not. Yeah, but that used to be a thing, I think. And, look, let's edit that. By you splitting an object, you can also, oh yeah, no, I see now. So, with the merge object, you can put them together without having to do complicated stuff. Now, and by you also selecting it, and you have a lot, you can clone it and get a lot of the same amount of number, how much you basically cloned it, how much numbers when you clone it. And move is very important for a lot of people. You can move it or rotate it. For this setting, you can turn that off if you don't like rotating it while you moving it. So I like having to rotate it because that makes my life a lot easier and not have to use rotate. So we'll just put that there. Rotate, that's the one that I was just talking about. it does this. And you can also make it go up. It has a giant globe, and each variety of color, it will rotate it that way. Scale is a lot of fun. You can make it much, much, much bigger, or wire. Hold on. You're gonna need like gadgets for this. So yeah, I'm not really a gadget type of person, but for wire, you can like wire it to this. It's a gadgetary thing. But I'm not like the best at gadgets. That's why I really use tutorials. And configure is a thing that's also good. So you can make it like physical, physical. So let's say, oh, I actually messed up the gun. Like the gun actually falls. So it stays. It normally stays. Let's say this guy, like, look, it normally stays. But if we get the configure box and make it physical, it falls. And this is important if you like want it to, if you want like things to fall. Yeah, sometimes that's messed up. And clone, you can just press on and make another one. Everyone should know that. And recolor. Let's say I want this type of material and with this type of color. And just recolor it, and you have the material and the color on it without you have to make another block with that color. Freeze is really, really good. If you don't want, let's say you don't want anyone to pick this up. Like, you don't want anyone, like, it's so strict. Just freeze it, and you can't pick it up until you unfreeze it. And the thing I like about this feature is that if you delete it, you'll it doesn't like delete. It tells you this. So let's freeze it and press delete. Look, combinator chip is frozen. And that's what I like about it. Some people really don't like anything about it, but manipulate, we're gonna need like, we need like a square. Object cannot be, what? Okay, well, for some reason this object doesn't be manipulated, but yeah, like, look, you can basically manipulate it without having, again, to create another like tube and to like make it like scrambled. Like, you don't want it to be like that. Yeah, sorry, I have kind of like uniform shapes. And the done editing, what I really don't use this much. I just drop my maker pen and pick it back up. And so let's say an undo draw shape is what you drew, and you can like delete it by just do this. And you can also redo it if you accidentally deleted it. And what I really like about this feature is, so you don't have to like create another one, and it's gonna take a while. That's why I really like this. And if you accidentally delete something, hold on, it says undo delete shape, and you can redo it. So that's what I really like about that feature. Now we'll get to the palette now. The gadgets is where all of the things that you animate and make it like cool looking. And I'll show you all of the chips. So starting with the math. We have the balloon chip. Sorry if I say them wrong, because I'm not really good at saying stuff. Combinator chip, compare chip, random chip, variable chip, wave chip, game rules, game state chip, get player stat chip, get score, and all the others, because I feel like I'm going to be annoying now, and I don't really want to be annoying. And you have the other cool ones, like the object spawner. Like, look at this beautiful thing. The respawn point, where if you die, let's say in a PvP game, you respawn where that spot. The props is what has everything that you kind of see in Quest, except the crescendo weapons. And yeah, it's a lot. And for PSVR users, it lags sometimes when you press like the next and that, like the kitchen. Look, it lags. Yeah. And the inventions is where your inventions that you made or other people's inventions. And if you want to press and the get more inventions is also in the store, and you type in whatever invention that you want that's made by the other player. Now settings, don't rotate while moving. If you have this, oops. If you have this, it won't rotate. Like, it's physically impossible. Like, and the enable self-scaling, you can't do it in this, but what you do for PSVR users, hold on, let me just look at the buttons. You need to hold square and hold a triangle at the same time and make a V. And if you want to be really small, you just go like that and just do the same thing. Create grabbable objects. This is what this is. So you want to configure it and turn this off. This is what this is. This also makes it climbable, by the way. So if you have, hold on. So if you have this on, you can't make it climbable. But if you have it off, you can. Like, look at that. And you can also make it support wall running. Well, I don't know why I did that. Position snap is grid size, position size. I don't know what I said. And rotation snap is what degree that you want it to like rotate. And uniform shapes is what makes your what makes your lines. Makes your lines like straight. And you can also, I'm not sure if this is it's another setting. It's connect, is it? I don't know. And snap to center is snap. If you don't know what it is, you can just like hold it like that. Then it tells you what it's gonna be. Like snap object centers to position grid. If you have problems on what I'm saying, I'm sorry. And rotation snap is the angle that you want it to be. Uniform shapes, I already told you, it makes it smooth and straight. Sorry guys, but I have my friend Plucky. And align to edges is basically grid. And yeah, sorry. And tube size is how big the tube that you want it. So you can make it ginormous or tiny. And the fixed tube width is like, again, do this, force tubes to that. And connect nearby tubes is, what this does is, I think it connects it. I'm not sure. I don't know. Let's see if we turn it. Nope. Smooth tubes are what makes them smooth. Like smooth tubes. Like look at that, so smooth. Yeah. Fade world and edit mode. I don't really know what this is, and I don't know if a lot of people use that. Drag select size. Drag select size is how big you want it when you drag it. So, like, this is what it is. Is like that. It's how big. And the precious is the really good one. And the show pivot is showing pivot where the editing shape. Now so if you have like someone with the maker pen, you can make them not look like you can turn this on, which turn off the gadgets, even the respawn point, and the play gizmos is if you have like animations, you can turn that off if you press this button, and it will say this. And the delete everything button, however, it deletes everything. If anything is frozen, then that's fine. And boom, I'm done with the video. How you guys doing? Yeah.